Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And
my cat's attacking me.
I saw. That was a good attack.
It was good. Right as I was announcing my name. Yes, we're back.
Another holiday episode. This is the month of December 2024. We're welcoming everyone back. If you're a new listener, greetings. If you're an old listener, greetings. I can't believe you're still here.
What the fuck are you doing? Jason, you have better things to do. For Christ's sake.
By the way, I do want to mention that we keep forgetting to... I need to keep it in my show notes. It's something that's in an old note that I carry forward.
Yeah.
5-star reviews
Yep.
on Apple Podcasts. It gets us noticed. We'll never hit the new and noteworthy since we're 410 episodes deep.
We're on 411 now.
411. 411. This is the 411 episode.
Yeah,
We're in the know.
411.
We're going to give you the know. You need to know the know. We know the know. We're going to give you the know.
Yeah.
Wait. Jared's saying no. Jared's saying no to the no.
No to the no.
Fuck. I have to rethink the whole show. Hold on real quick. We're going to pause the show.
Nope.
Oh, wait, we're not. I'm getting a response from the booth. The booth is saying, don't pause the show. Don't
Booth
pause the
is
show.
me. I'm Booth.
You're Booth. So yeah, this is another Christmas episode. We'd like to say right off the bat that we have not had a guest in a while, even though we like to market the show as a interview / weird news stories from the internet podcast. I don't think the last interview we had was Michael Myers there. What's his name again?
Well, you mean James Jude Courtney?
James Jude Courtney.
Yeah.
Tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
That's the three names that actually gets me.
I know. He's probably just as likely to be a serial killer as he is a serial killer. Actually, he's a serial killer or a serial killer. By the way,
but James,
anybody who's wondering, 411 sounds like a really crazy number. It's not prime actually. 3 times 137 is 411. So.
Oh, motherfuck me in the ass.
Just let you know.
God damn it.
We haven't done a prime number call out for a long time.
Not wrong. But yeah, our previous guest, we had James Jude Courtney, who played Michael Myers in the new Halloween trilogy. We had him every Halloween for the 3 years that the Halloween movies came out.
That's right.
And we kind of rode high on that one with, we had a few other guests here and there, but they were usually returning.
Yeah.
So this is our first time in a couple years actually reaching back out and getting back into the kick of things with an actual interview. Yeah. I'm just teasing that. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what they did. This is for all of you to just clamor about. We got someone.
Keep listening. We're going to give you some good. It's going to be horror related because you know it always is.
Yep. And I'm going to use that as a jumping off point. We're definitely not going back to our old structure of trying to do one a month.
No.
That was too much work. But I will keep my ear to the floor.
We don't make money on this. We're it's just why work? You know, it's good when we get to talk to people we want to talk to and all that kind of stuff. So really, we can be as selfish as possible while doing this, and hopefully just still provide something for the people who listen. But for the most part, we're still just going to give you fucking crazy news stories that fall through the cracks and some lost in thoughts and things like that. You know.
All right. We definitely have some lost in thoughts this week.
You've got a few of these, baby.
I made it a point to basically put more in the normal. Every time my thought process came up, I was like, you know what? The only reason I'm not doing Lost in Thoughts, and I've let it slip for maybe a month, is I don't have a note ready just to throw them in.
Yeah.
So I was like, the first time I came up with one, I was like, I'm just making a note right now, and now I have a place to put them.
Yeah.
So, boom, got it.
Yeah. We've never done Lost in Thought, THOT, that hoe over there or whatever.
I actually had that thought myself.
Yeah. Lost in Thought, where we could have some TikTok slut fucking news or something like that.
Yep. So I discovered a new term while I was on the internet, and I want to share it with everyone. And it's one of my lost in thoughts. Goonmarks. I had no idea what Goonmarks were. It took some Googling and some figuring out.
I still to this day do not know. I've not even read this yet. So please.
So
enlighten me.
I'm on knowyourmeme.com, so I'll give you the about on it.
Yep. I'm familiar with Know Your Meme. Of course.
Goonmarks is a slang term referring to bookmarks made on either X, Twitter, whatever you call it. I call it Twitter because Elon Musk. Lane Musk hates the word Twitter, so
yeah, exactly. Whatever we can do to maybe hurt his feelings a little bit, so maybe his.
If Elmo cries because of this episode, that makes me happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Users on those platforms, whatever you call them, who
excretions, yeah,
it's bookmarks made on those platforms by users on suggestive images and videos with the presumed purpose of masturbating to them later. It's a mashup of gooning and bookmarks.
Oh,
Goonmarks.
yes, that makes sense. We've covered gooning on this podcast before too. Yeah.
So there's examples of
I think
this.
we had an entire episode, I think, called gooning.
Yes,
I
we
think once.
did. Yes, where we figured out what gooning was and had to tell the world.
Like in 2014, probably, whatever it was. Yeah.
So apparently, this thing comes from like innocuous things, like a girl posting a video talking about the weather. She's got big tits, some cleavage, she's hot, and there's no likes, there's no reposts, but there's 100 bookmarks.
Yeah.
Those are Goonmarks. They mean I'm not trying to share what she's telling us. I'm
just
saving that to jerk off to later.
I just want to jerk off to her tits.
Yeah. And
or to the weather.
Yeah, usually the more innocuous the video with the more bookmarks, the more likely it is Goonmarks, as long as the girl in the video is hot.
Yep.
If it doesn't get a lot of likes or reposts, definitely a Goonmark.
Yeah. In other words, like
If it gets a lot of likes, reposts, and bookmarks, hard to tell. Gray area.
Because people are like, oh, I don't want to like it, and then people can link it back to me and go, oh, this is what you like. They're like, no, I can bookmark it and I can come back to it, but like it's gonna be less likely that you're gonna notice that I'm the one gooning out to this. You know, but I will say that's also kind of disrespectful. Like, this woman is probably going out of her way to be a Goonmark, and the least you could do is give her a like, give her a subscribe, whatever, you know?
I think a lot of this is girls also using sex sells for their videos. There's
Yes.
one here from Daily Movie Reviews, and it says, the title says, "Stop watching Disney Star Wars." And it's a girl, like, waving her hands. Huge plunging cleavage, like her tits are main screen,
dude.
It has 11,000 bookmarks, and someone retweeted it, and the only comment they wrote was 11,000 bookmarks with an exclamation point.
Yeah,
it's what it's Goonmarking.
Yeah. It reminds me of, like, so I follow a lot of like on YouTube and whatnot. I follow a lot of musicians and stuff, but like all of the musician shorts that I get are insanely attractive women playing bass with their tits hanging over the thing, playing bass sometimes okay, but mostly terribly. And but they've got like 64 million views compared to the best bass player on the planet who's got 14. You'd be like, oh, I just love the bass. It's so good. And it's like the tits are just, by the way, fucking kudos, dude. If you're just fucking getting some clicks because you've got an awesome body and whatever, fucking good for you. Like, just do it. Like,
it's blatant sexism. If I just played the bass badly, I get no likes.
Yeah,
because I got no tits.
Yeah, but guess what? You're also the one looking at those tit videos.
Fucking sexism.
All the people who see that are definitely the ones looking at those tit videos for sure. Be like, oh man, I can't believe this woman who I've watched the video of like 17 times playing the bass or playing the drums. You know, the drums have a lot of shaking going on, and there's like legs spread for the drums. So I'll be going like, oh man, there's this like, you know, hot South Korean chick fucking playing these drums. And pretty much it's basic boom, boom, bap, boom, 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 bap, like 154 billion views. Yeah. And like, because like the legs are spread and she's wearing like, I just wear like underwear when I play the drums. I'm like, okay, but you know, if I did that, you know, my dick hair would be fucking, you know, not ball hair, dick hair.
I heard it and I was gonna say something. That was a joke when we were in middle school.
Oh, dick hair?
Oh no, kids would walk up to the playground and be like, "Hey, you got dick on your hair? You got hair on your dick?
Dick on your hair? like, oh my god, like fucking like, oh
dicks
my god.
coming out, yeah. But no, they'd say like, "You got hair on your dick," and you'd be like a flabbergasted kid going through puberty, and you didn't want to be like not
of
cool.
Of course I do.
Yeah, of course I grew that. And they'd be like, you got hair on your dick, and you'd be mildly confused, and then
yeah.
That was just me.
Yeah, hardly. You just got picked on a very specific way.
That was a weird 7th grade memory that just resurfaced. Might need to go talk to my therapist about that.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, my next one. I was watching. My wife loves watching those year in reviews from the 90s. She's loving the 90s right now, and I'm tolerating it. It's fine.
Yeah,
there's great music I forget about, stuff like that.
Your wife is younger than you, and where she is not really a child of the 90s. She's more of a child of the early 2000s.
But she identifies with the 90s.
So, but I will say, like, not really though. Like, she didn't live the 90s, so I understand why that's like a nostalgic little treat. Like,
she was 13 at the end of the 90s.
Yeah, at the end of the 90s.
Yeah.
The end of the 90s was not the 90s. The end of the 90s
Spice
is the
Girls
early
is her
2000s.
thing. Corn's her thing. I don't know.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, but really, Corn is the early 90s, like early to mid 90s.
Yeah,
like,
all that is.
Yeah. So, like, but in other words, like, I feel like for her, it's a novelty. Whereas we had to, we were,
I don't know.
We were in the trenches.
She's
like,
hard into it.
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm saying she's hard into it because it's a novelty. For us, we lived it.
Yeah.
She didn't live the 90s. She lived the early 2000s.
I disagree that she did live through the 90s.
I mean, she was technically she was alive through the 90s.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one
She was 7
point.
years old in the 90s. Like that's different than being 14 years old in the 90s.
Regardless, I found a new channel which is weird news of the 90s essentially. So I was like, ooh, this is interesting. It does pick out like the more small weird shit that happened and does like a year in review where it starts in January, ends in December. And they ended up doing Princess Di dying in the one I was watching. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not weird news. That's not obscure news. It was a weird
it was the biggest story of the fucking time. And so, it also put an entire like a microscope on the entire paparazzi industry while also not stopping it, just like emboldening it. So
they brought all that up, right?
It was a huge story.
And they mentioned the Elton John song,
it was like,
Candles
oh, you
in
know,
the Wind.
OJ? Remember when OJ, that little obscure story of the 90s?
But yeah, they even brought up like Elton John doing Candles in the Wind about Princess Di dying and all that. And I don't know where, I know I was high, so that's my caveat.
Okay.
I went into this whole thing where like, what if some kid that year or anyone blew out their birthday candles and literally was like, I wish Princess Di died. And then she dies.
Yeah.
And you might think you might think you did it for a moment because you're like, I blew out the candles and I made that wish. I mean, she died.
But
then
really,
Elton John comes out with the song Candles in the Wind. And you're like, I fucking did it. Yeah. Because the song kind of builds back on the fact that you blew out the candles in the wind, and then she died because of your wish that she died. I just want a movie where like a Fairly Brothers 90s style movie, like Fairly Brothers movie now, takes place in the 90s, where a kid is traumatized into thinking they murdered Princess Di, and then you get to like today.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they would be today. That's for the Fairly Brothers to write. But that's where my brain went.
Yeah.
All right, that was just the dumb thing. Here's my other one. I play a lot of video games. I play a lot of video games that are free, but the business model of the company is you buy skins and add-ons, and you buy all the other bullshit that pays for the free game.
Yeah.
And then
it's in-app purchases essentially, like whether it's for like a console or for mobile or whatever.
And I'm legit just wondering when we're going to get to the point in time where entertainment becomes that, where I turn on Jimmy Kimmel or Colbert Late Show. And
you can dress them up like a princess,
and they'll have like 10 options, like, and they change all the time based on who's popular. But I could have like Cardi B be the host tonight, and
so you're even talking like deep faking the host or whatever,
the host and revoice.
So I was thinking like, just like a new dress or something like that. But you're talking about literally a new person.
They do the same jokes and movements and everything. They're just reskin and revoiced,
which would actually not be that difficult.
Super easy
in today's.
Barely an inconvenience.
Probably. Ryan George, shout out Ryan George.
Hardly an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience. Yeah. So really what you're saying is, really, we probably need more compute power, but we're getting to that point.
Yeah, you can just sit at home with your remote, and it would be like, who do you want the host to be tonight?
Yeah. Oh my God, SNL from now on is like not even like a thing. Like they just have a cast member hosting. They don't have to pay the real host, and you go, I want Tom Hanks tonight, and then bang, bang, boom, it fucks.
I just don't get
up.
why you can't reskin live TV at this point where we're very close to being able to. Like,
I think right now it's compute, but like it's probably pretty close. I wouldn't be surprised because you can definitely deep fake the voices, you can deep fake the visuals. It's just I think it can't be real time yet. It takes 72 hours with really powerful computers to do this. But like,
I watch everything on streaming after anyway. I don't watch anything live, so
so it couldn't be live. But
you could pop on your favorite show and just change characters out and switch shit.
And it could be one of those things where you have to view the this is where they can make their money. Like you have to view the real one first. Okay, well I want to watch like Jimmy. Like Kimmel do his thing, but then 48 hours later, you then get to do the
you would have remix channels on YouTube where it's like the Colbert Report or what's this show now? The Late Show?
The Late Show.
You just have a Late Show channel dash remix as your YouTube channel, and you can watch and you choose everything.
And the first thing that is definitely aired is the real one with him. But then 48 hours later, it opens up.
You make your remix
for everybody, because then you could just do whatever you want, and you like wait for it to process. Then you use your own processing, your own compute, or the server for CBS, where you're paying them to allow you to do this. You create a fucking thing. You're like, they can make a profit on this shit.
We get to the point where you can do it live. Halloween, choose your skin. Do you want Jimmy Kimmel to be a zombie, a ghost, a witch? You know what I mean? And they look like that throughout the whole show. You can have a zombie Jimmy Kimmel. His arm falls off on stage as he walks away from it.
But even then, you could still do it pre-processed, because what you could do then provide them with like 5 different options. But what you did is record the episode.
You're picking the one.
You recorded the episode 72 hours ago, pre-processed 20 different skins, and then open it up to the people.
That would work,
after the fact. Yeah,
but
for today's compute power, that's what we need to do. But I would like in the future, it could probably happen like real time.
I'm thinking,
we're going to be able to do this real time.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the people who watch like the presidential debates and put like the goth filter on Trump, and then just recorded their phone of that. You know what I mean? Like that, that's some cool shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, like honestly, like if you're doing like something as simple as that, I mean, like that's
you can do a goth filter on your TV.
That's a straight up like TikTok, Instagram, whatever filter, like on anything.
Yeah, you're seeing your smart TV.
I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's gonna be fine.
Roku just on their smart TV would just need to integrate a filter process, just like
that would
TikTok
would be step one, and then you could start getting little like as compute goes up, you could start like really making it more and more. Like advanced. Yeah.
God, that would be such chaos too, because like if it's like Roku starts by, you could put a Santa hat on anyone. Click this button. And then you go to like a Jewish synagogue where they're all praying on the first day of Hanukkah, like Santa hat, Santa hat, Santa hat, Santa hat. Like, never seen so many Jewish Santas in my entire life.
I also wonder, like, especially when it comes to like, you might have to like stop it for political reasons, because I feel like the second you do the, because like if you were to do like a presidential debate, and then you were to like, make, and this is purely just considering myself, if I were like a Trump or whatever like that, or how about this? I'll start with the lefties being like, let me put Donald Trump as a jester or a clown, while Kamala is fine.
I was thinking a giant douche in a shit sandwich.
Or yeah, exactly.
South Park style.
Yeah, I was thinking like nobody's gonna like fuck everybody over. Like the only people using this are gonna be the people who want one or the other to win.
But they'll also cut clips out and put them on TikTok and things like that.
Yeah. So like how much would that actually make a difference to like how people vote? Like could it actually manipulate that?
I think after this last election, I don't think anything makes any fucking difference anymore.
Well, no, I mean, like, you just have to be a populist. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to lie and say shit that people want. Yeah.
I have one last lost in thought, and this comes from Thanksgiving, where turkeys were 49 cents a pound, while chicken at our local grocer Shaw's was on sale
for $2.99,
$3.99 a pound last week.
Bonus on sale for $3.99.
On
sale for like the same price that beef is on sale.
My lost in thought was, why does the bird flu always miss turkeys? Do the turkeys have an immunity to it? Because we have more turkeys than we can need. They're obviously 49 cents a pound.
Did you look it up?
Nope.
I don't know.
That's my lost. This isn't lost and figured out.
This is figured out the thought.
This is lost in thought. This was me standing in my kitchen looking at the Shaw's flyer and then thinking about that 49 cent a pound turkey I bought and going, all right, I get it. Bird flu. Chickens are fucking rare now. They're going up in price. They're becoming the new Bitcoin. Turkeys are just sitting here.
By the way, there was literally like we also know that's I mean, sort of true, but also bullshit. Like, it's greedflation as well, where people are like, oh, people expect this, so then we can just charge a shitload of money. Same with eggs. They're like, they should have gone up some amount of money, but not the amount of money. They're like, oh, we can do this and just blame it on everything else, but we can then make record profits. Dude,
so with a little bit of Googling,
is making record profits.
So with a little bit of Googling, we could probably find out that the price of turkey didn't change for the same reason the price of chicken shouldn't have changed.
Exactly. Or should have changed barely. Yeah.
But you think they'd gouge people at Thanksgiving knowing everyone has to buy a turkey, you know?
Yeah.
But they didn't. They just let it go. And I think it's because the political cycle's over. And just like how gas prices and food prices and everything goes up right around election season, if there's a Democrat seated.
Yeah, or down. Yeah.
Yeah, they or down if it's a Republican seated.
No, that was literally it's exactly the same every time.
Huh.
Stop. It's not. They do the same thing every time.
Okay.
Democrats and Republicans do the same fucking shit every time.
Those
by the
weird,
way,
those weird
we're
adjustments.
We're both Democrats.
Yeah.
But let's stop pretending like for some reason Republicans have more power when they're president than Democrats do. That's not the case.
But for some reason, regardless, turkeys after the election happened stayed low.
I think it's
if you bought a turkey for more than 50 cents a pound, I'm sorry. Like, where do you shop?
Well, I mean, unless
some places in the country
yeah.
prices are different, but ouch, like.
Unless you're like, oh, I care about like, I don't know, fucking animal rights. In which case, don't eat a turkey.
Yeah, if you like,
I'm gonna buy like
a $200 turkey.
Before, like I've got like family who will buy that fucking turkey that costs like $110. I'm like, don't buy a turkey if you care that much about animal rights.
I mean, when you're
don't
done eating
buy a thing that's being murdered.
When you're done eating that turkey, you can keep the golden bill they put on it or beak or whatever the fuck they have.
The co-op. Yeah, right, dude. Jesus Christ. No, you're like, I just sung to it.
Yeah.
Like every night I sung to it and I played an old jazz Victrola so like it could feel better about when I fucking murdered it. No. If you give a fucking shit about animals, don't fucking buy a turkey or just buy a fucking murdered turkey that's tortured all the time. It's all the same. Fuck you.
Yeah. They all lived, they all died.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my little thing. I'm done.
Right. Sweet.
Lost in thought. Done for another week.
All right. Well, we've got another little bit of a this is a little bit of a separate bit here.
New segment for the Halloween. Halloween holiday.
Holiday.
I'm still stuck in Halloween mode.
We always are. 365, man. Come on.
I put up my Krampus decorations, and guess what? They don't come down until Christmas comes down.
Yep, that's right. So this doesn't have a sting, but we're gonna do some gift ideas. We like to talk about we like to make some good fun of Christmas here. So Scott, you've got some. You've got a couple of these here.
Yep, I didn't put a link in for the first one because I've already read it a few times.
Yeah, me too.
KFC has wrapping paper that tastes like KFC, but specifically the KFC holiday sandwich, which I didn't even know they had.
Yeah.
It was KFC chicken. It was a spicy cranberry sauce. Which I've never heard of.
You remember like Pinky's in town like would have the
Thanksgiving sandwich.
Which was amazing, which is great. Like I used to love like stuffing.
I didn't
cranberry
make a
sauce.
Thanksgiving sandwich this year, and it bugged me. I forgot to.
Dude, like
I always make Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Stuffing, cranberry sauce, and real turkey, not like deli turkey, like real. Cut
the only
turkey.
thing I did weird
amazing.
with my turkey,
and they used to do it like a either on good bread or in a pita. It was so fucking good.
The only weird thing I did with my turkey this year to help use it up before it went bad, and ended up freezing some. But I made a homemade barbecue pizza, barbecue sauce, mozzarella, turkey, red onion, jalapeno, and fresh garlic. And then when it was done, I sprinkled Frank's Red Hot over it.
So literally, like the
barbecue chicken
classic
pizza.
Barbecue chicken pizza, but with turkey.
Yeah, it tastes
Which
tastes the
so
fucking
good.
same.
Amazing.
It was great. It was great. It was fucking wonderful. KFC has wrapping paper that tastes like their Thanksgiving sandwich. I love that it is not vegan or vegetarian. Number one. It is not recommended for children under 5. Number 2 here.
In other words, when we were like, it's not really poisonous, but it is kind of like...
It'll kill a toddler, but not an adult.
Yeah. It'll just make you a little bit sick.
And it's not the whole wrapping paper. There's parts of the wrapping paper where you can peel off a plastic backer, and underneath is almost like a scratch and sniff, but you don't scratch it. You just lick it.
It's ridiculous.
Because the flavors are made of real food, they're under like a protective film that you have to lick off first.
Yeah.
So once you get through the film, then you taste this up. So basically, you pick up a package at your house, peel a label, and just go to town on it. Just start licking it like it's your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then when all is said and done, you're
practice.
Like, you're right. That does kind of weirdly taste a little bit like spicy cranberry stuffing and chicken.
As long as you tell me it does, my brain's going to think it does, and I'm going to honestly, probably it just tastes like wrapping paper.
Why don't they change their name to like KFT around Thanksgiving and just do turkey, deep fried turkey? Because deep fried turkeys are a real thing.
Yeah.
like
true.
do a KFT meal where they give you like the
Because they
drumstick or those giant motherfucking wings.
Yeah, because
they're deep fried, you know.
Yeah, because
the
they don't cook
recipe.
turkeys. They don't cook they only cook.
They can. They're a multi-conglomerate.
And actually, we
company.
just pointed out they're chickens are cheaper. I mean, sorry, turkeys are cheaper than chickens.
They buy up a whole bunch of turkeys. They chop them into the essential parts.
3 months of the year, they just KFC becomes KFT. So even if you buy a famous bowl or whatever, it's fucking turkey in there. Oh my god. My god, I would fucking go.
But you go in, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get some deep fried turkey wings at KFC. You get 2. And it's the 2 wings of the turkey. The box weighs 5 pounds because those wings are huge, and you just fucking gnaw on them. They taste like KFC.
When you get a deep fried chicken breast, and it's there's 2 of them in a thing.
Yeah.
And instead of you're nope, you just have a fucking bucket.
Yep.
The one fucking deep fried turkey.
Oh yeah, KFC deep fried turkey bucket.
Yeah.
Right there for Thanksgiving for your family.
I know, I love
It's for the family, KFC.
Yeah.
It's for the family.
Sprinkle some corn, smash some mashed potatoes in there.
Dude, yeah, they already have mashed potatoes. They already have mac and cheese.
Exactly.
They have
other
spicy
thing.
cranberry sauce, apparently.
Every other thing they have for
I want
it.
a Thanksgiving KFC turkey bucket.
Oh my god.
With all the sides trimmings.
This is the saddest Thanksgiving I've ever heard of. You just go to
Japan does KFC Christmas.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
It's cultural to them. I know it's weird, but
and I'm pretty sure there's
it goes back hundreds of years in Japan.
I'm pretty sure there's a fucking swastika and a Hitler on it too. Because remember, you have one of their big
I'm gonna write KFC. I'm gonna write them.
Oh god. Okay.
You know what? I don't see why this isn't a thing. You cut the breasts off, deep fry them. Cut the legs off, deep fry them. Cut the wings off, deep fry them. Throw them all back in one bucket, and then you get mashed potatoes. I don't know why it's spicy.
The new
spicy cranberry sauce.
The new famous bowl is now a Thanksgiving bowl, and it's a Thanksgiving bucket. It's a Thanksgiving bucket.
Oh,
with
the layers
everything.
are in the bucket.
Exactly. You just bring it home to your sad children who wishes they didn't have a drunk father, and you just and give them the world's biggest spork just to fucking eat all their shit fucking food out of. Be like, I'm not sad. My daddy cares about me. That's where you're fucking. Hey, that's where your all the money fucking from child support fucking goes.
I want the bucket to have a peel away side. And it has it's a plastic bucket instead of paper bucket. You can peel away the paper on one side, and you can see the 1 inch of cranberry sauce, the 2 inches of stuffing, the 3 inches of potato. Yes. You can see the gradation.
It's called the delicious window or whatever.
Yeah. You can use the strip you tore off to write labels on your Christmas gifts and glue them.
Yeah, exactly. And you can
it's all reusable.
And you can see the succulent window or whatever, where it's just the layers. Watch the layers unfold before your eyes, and then give your kids the saddest fucking Christmas cards on the planet, written on the back of a peeled off piece of a fucking.
You also get a carving spork.
Exactly, a carving.
It's a spork, but one side is serrated.
Exactly, so it's a regular spork, but the entire side is serrated.
Yeah, so you can use it as a knife.
Oh my god, carving spork. Okay.
KFC, billion dollar idea. You know Japan, how they love KFC at Christmas?
They do.
Why won't they love it at Thanksgiving? Why don't they have Thanksgiving? Because they're not in America.
But they could. They could reappropriate Thanksgiving just over there.
Let them pick a reason.
I don't give a shit. Take it.
Take it.
Take our idea. Take our idea. Dude, honestly, a carving spork with a transparency bucket. With the fucking way you just write your kids' fucking I'm sorry letters on the back of the transparency.
Or your suicide note.
You get it. He's like, yeah, enough said. Just it.
Oh, like a Stan Lee, enough said.
Enough said. Well, nobody has to. You're honestly, just the fact that you bought it, the fucking credit card transaction on its own is that's enough of a suicide
It's a
note.
red flag.
That's a
you get a call. You get a safety call at home from a mental health service.
Yeah, we're doing a wellness check.
KFC just alerted us that you bought a bucket.
Oh my god, it comes with a free wellness check.
All of this.
I'm just sad. Oh my god. Okay.
But the fact that people deep fry turkeys, and last week we mentioned William Shatner told you how to do it right and wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking give it the breading. Deep fry it and give it the breading.
Give it the breading.
Make the breading taste like stuffing.
Oh my god. Like a panko stuffing, I
don't care how it's done. Just make it taste like stuffing.
Dude, honestly, like crushing the
put it
stuffing
on,
and then just putting it all around.
7 mystery herbs plus whatever is missing from actual stuffing. Oops.
Yeah.
I get so excited I almost knocked my phone off a stand.
The sadness herbs. With 7 sadness herbs and 7 sadness spices.
I'm saying, like, make the stuffing taste, or make the breading taste like stuffing. Then you don't need stuffing in it.
Of course.
And then it's mashed
whatever
potatoes.
chemicals you put in all your other food, just put it in that one too.
Yeah, then it's a stuffing breaded turkey.
Like stovetop.
And then it's mashed potatoes with gravy. Then it's, say, mac and cheese, then cranberry sauce, and at the bottom is an apple pie or a pumpkin pie.
Exactly.
Pumpkin pie at the bottom.
Yeah. If you can make it to the bottom, you win.
You get it. Yeah, that's your
I
dessert.
don't know.
You have to eat down to get to your dessert. Like
nobody's ever won. They always commit suicide by level 7.
No one's ever eaten the dessert.
It's literally the fucking Dante's Inferno of a fucking bucket. It's like, all right, how many levels we going down?
Dante's KFT sadness bucket.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So we've got a couple more gift ideas here.
Jesus fucking Christ. Miller Cologne. Have you ever drank Miller Lite?
I do.
The champagne of beers.
I actually like
and
Miller
just
Lite.
said
No. Miller High Life is Miller High Life is champagne of beers. Miller Lite's just a Miller Lite. So
okay.
This
is Miller High Life, by the way, which is kind of in the middle of those two.
Oh no, yeah. So Miller High Life is a champagne of beers.
Okay.
Yes.
So they came out with a cologne called Dive Bar Fume. I'm gonna totally do fume. So essentially, this scent smells just like a dive bar. I don't know why they made it. I can't read the story because it's paywalled. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of those content blockers. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, they came back. They came back.
Oh, they're good. Good for them. They figured that out. All right.
I don't know. That's it. I don't think we need to talk more about it because we're already halfway through the show.
There's a cologne. So I've got one.
I gotta suss out my stories better to make sure when I can get rid of the content blocks. You know,
I've got one that is exactly as quick here. So there's something called the Pit Diaper from Liquid Death and Depends.
Pit Diaper.
Depend. I didn't realize Depend is technically the company.
Depends?
The company is named Depend.
Not Depends.
So if you wear Depends, you wear Depends. So Depend is the
Depend
name.
owns the Depends that Depends wearers wear.
So
right?
The name of the company is Depend.
Wait, no. I need to know this for my own mental health. Depend makes the Depends that Depends wearers wear from the company Depend.
They're called
correct?
Depend guards for this exact reason. Okay.
Fucking hate this.
The Pit Diaper is a new, innovative solution to help fans like you stay in the safety of the pit, the mosh pit.
This is so sad that Xennials, Gen X are getting that old. Where they're like, you still like to mosh at your elderly age of 45.
I also love the fact that they had like the great tasting Liquid Death, which by the way is just water. I know they do have like iced tea flavors and
I've done a small deep dive on Liquid Death.
They have a bunch of different things.
Brilliant company.
The marketing is amazing.
Product
amazing.
Shit. Marketing A+.
Exactly. 100%. I will give them everything. Again, capitalism. Fucking
if you can capitalize
win.
on water and call it Liquid Death and boom.
But apparently like Liquid Death now has like some like different flavored waters and sparkling waters. So essentially they got into the seltzer game. They're like, we can't just be water. Like with different this is the black water, this is white water.
They just put drops of food coloring in it and that's it.
Yeah.
No, we got to put drugs in it. We need these kids to have quinine and tryptophan and
so.
I think I just named an ingredient in tonic water and turkey. You know, those hardcore drugs.
Yeah. Powered by Depend, the Pit Diaper locks away recycled Liquid Death mountain water. In other words, your piss.
Yeah, you
flavored sparkling and iced tea to give you all show protection. So in other words, it's a
hardcore diaper for hardcore fans.
So for the 17 people still moshing, which are all fucking old people nowadays, and I don't think mosh pits are even a thing for young people now.
No, they're too much. They're too pussied.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to call them pussies, but I also want to say if they get hurt, that ruins their future.
Yeah.
Like one broken arm in a mosh pit, they may drop out of college. They might lose their job. They might lose their home.
Their
like,
helicopter parents are just exactly. Yeah, like dude, there's
back in the
way
day, if
too
you
much.
got hurt, you either walked it off or you went to the hospital. And it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, and you could
in
still
the
buy
90s.
a house or whatever. Yeah,
you could still buy a house after getting a broken arm.
So anyway, there's a lot of great like all show protection, cruelty free pleather, comes with 52 Depend guards. Sponsored by Ben Collar, who was...
Wait. Cruelty-free pleather, as opposed to the cruel pleather?
It's
sometimes we just beat those pleather cows to death.
This is meant for the Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z crowd of doing funny, silly, ironic little funny
pleather.
things. Yes, the whole point is this is what we call ironic comedy, right? So this is them... This is them trying to capitalize on essentially Tim and Eric style comedy.
It's not one of those blood pleathers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so many people died in the pleather mines.
The pleather mines.
Why? We had a new pleather vein. How? Someone just chips on a wall, the rock falls out, and then these shitty genes start falling through. They made of pleather.
Yeah.
Ancient civilizations wore pleather. Here we found their veins.
He died in the pleather mines. Anyway, so that's that for that, and I think we're about to be ready to go into web droppings here.
Sure. I have one last thought. Just popped in my brain. It was the idea of like veins, like gold veins, silver veins, all that stuff. We're always digging in the ground. We're always like, we found more of this cobalt. We found more of this whatever. Yep. It's all down there underground. And then people are always like, what if they were past civilizations before our civilization? Because there's slight proof of something before the proven civilizations.
Yep.
But then people are like, what if that was as technological as us? And there's one before them, and they keep getting erased through time.
Pleather.
I would say, why are there still veins of valuable minerals and materials? Why aren't they all mined by the last 9 civilizations?
That's actually not about that. You know what? Unless because those those minerals compress. No, like those regenerate and compress over time. But millions of years.
But this isn't millions of years. This would be like hundreds
tens of thousands.
Yeah. So in that time, nothing like that happened. So
really, what we're saying is
we're
saying is 30,000 years ago there was a civilization that lived before, say, like the ancient Roman or Mesopotamia.
People say before the Romans and all that.
Or Mesopotamia, which is less than 10,000 years ago, right? They're the first, what we consider the first civilization that
if you watch Ancient Aliens, shit like that, they always are like, there's obelisks on all these continents, and how do they all know to make the same one? And what if they were used for wireless communication? That weird shit.
By the way, I love Ancient Aliens. I also love the fact you're like, hey, if you watch this definitely truthful show called Ancient Aliens.
But it does throw into your brain, okay, societies existed. Now I'm going to use critical thinking. Yeah. They had to build technology and stuff, and it's all gone, apparently. It's all destroyed and gone. You can't find any of their super awesome stuff, except for that one.
That's why I'm on the fence of whether
except for that one compass thing they found in the water, the Codex compass thing. Yep. They found that, and they're like, we don't know what it is. That's so technological. There might have just been one or two smart people back then who made technological breakthroughs that were lost. I don't think we had shining cities that went up to the clouds that then got destroyed.
No, I do think we had civilizations that understood Pythagorean geometry probably 25,000 years ago that fucking died out, and then we had to.
I just think we never industrialized. How about that?
Exactly, and we now we have.
We were the first industrialized,
and we would have been able to tell that because they can tell that from the fossil record because we have now. What are we in the anthropomorphic period or whatever? Not anthropo. It's the anthro period anyway. Like where we can actually see in the fossil record our the way that we have impacted the entirety of civilization in this entire little crust where you can go oh, this is where CO2 we're fucking blasting it in here so a certain way that we're doing it. Exactly.
It'd be fascinating though if that was real and they really had cross-continental communications but without doing any industrial mining. That's the key. That's the cool part.
I do think that
that's
probably
aliens.
I do feel that there was more cross-continental
it's that whole thing about this island culture created a very specific set of tools and languages and blah blah blah. Across the globe, same exact time. Another culture, the exact same thing.
And it wasn't so ancient that it happened when the continents were splitting apart.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't millions of years.
Yeah, they already split. That's what gets me.
Yeah. So what we're getting at is like at some point people had better boats than we think they did.
Yes.
I think that's what it is. Like people are like, oh, the Vikings are the first ones that came over with the big.
No,
people
were boating
like
everywhere.
In the 1400s. Like no, I think at some point somebody like got a good boat and they went from fucking one place to another.
I think figuring out
or
that
they just
shit
got
floats
lucky. They
isn't
fucking,
hard.
Yeah, they just floated and they're like, oh fuck, I'm over here now. Hey. Take this now. So, anyway.
Or aliens.
I'm going to go with aliens.
You heard it here first. All right, we are going to get into web droppings proper. Let's go.
Web droppings and falling through. So bizarre, you won't believe it's true.
Welcome to Web Droppings. This is the part of the show where we take stories from the internet and we really talk about them. We really flesh them out.
Really break them apart.
We make new content out
I
of
know
them.
we came in a little aggressive on that last
We really
part.
came in aggressive.
But you know what? We're gonna ASMR this one. We're not really. We're gonna just go
we're gonna NPR this one.
NPR, ASMR. We're gonna all acronyms and initialisms this entire thing. We're gonna do a good WD, which is web droppings. We're gonna WD this one for you motherfuckers. WD-40. This is our 40th anniversary.
Speaking of Christmas,
Yep.
we are moving all the way up to almost the North Pole, Alaska.
I was gonna say we actually have to speak louder because I didn't turn our fucking volume.
Yeah,
up.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Someone in their car turned it up to hear
Sorry.
say that part, and then we just sorry. Yeah, every once in a while, just need to throw in a sorry. Make sure their mics are
Yeah.
All right, Anchorage, Alaska. A pet crocodile has maybe died. We're not sure.
But the reason it died, it seems like
Wait. First of all, can we just say a
Yeah.
pet crocodile has maybe died in Alaska? Wild first sentence.
Exactly.
Alaska.
A combination of words that is not usually uttered. I don't know if it's ever been uttered before, but like definitely probably in the last couple of weeks, never been uttered before.
If you're interested in content like that, go to Reddit and look up original insults.
Yes,
Super fun.
You turned me onto that one. Yeah,
Super fun. All right. A pet crocodile maybe has died, and two brothers are facing charges after getting into a fight in Alaska that involved their respective exotic pets. Troopers say 33-year-old Tyler Lowe and 30-year-old Ricky Lowe were taken into custody Thursday and charged with animal cruelty and assault, and actually, by the time we get to the end of the story, more charges than that. Following a bizarre encounter that turned violent, which troopers say stemmed from an argument regarding anime. They don't go into more detail on this, and that's the part I
know.
I want to know the anime fight that led to this.
Okay. This is a little bit of an aside. Did you? I meant to. I realized I had it in one of my texts to you. Have you seen Takashi Miike is producing like a new anime that's coming out in 2025? It's based on like a manga that is about like apparently it's called the Night of the Living Cats, like NYAIGHT, like Nyan or whatever. So and apparently it's about like everybody gets turned into cats, and they intentionally, literally, like the entire group, the entire crew working on like when they were like interviewing people, they're like, "Do you love cats?" Like. Everybody who like worked on the anime that's coming out next year,
that's cool.
Are like cat lovers, and it's apparently this is kind of like a fun little thing. Anyway, so the Night of the Living Cats.
Okay.
Anyway, so just going into that. So
all right, an argument regarding anime is where I left off.
Yes.
Tyler Lowe allegedly tossed his younger brother's pet alligator out of an apartment and into the snow, prompting Ricky to do the same to Tyler's pet crocodile.
So crocodile versus alligator.
Yes.
We're already
in
going.
the snow.
First of all, neither of those should be in fucking Alaska anyway.
Yeah.
Crocodile shouldn't even be in the United States. Crocodile should be in Australia.
Alligators are all over the U.S.
Exactly.
I almost stepped on an alligator in Louisiana. They're everywhere.
They're in that exact part of the U.S. But like,
and Florida.
But like, yeah,
and
no. What I mean is like, they're in the southeast United States.
Yeah, like Florida.
Southeast, yeah, and so yeah,
like Florida.
No, especially Florida. They are
and Louisiana.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep naming.
In the exact same spot that I just said. Yeah, the southeast United States. I already fucking covered it in a blanket. Wait a minute. What about Mississippi?
Georgia?
What about Alabama?
Georgia?
What about Georgia? Yeah, like no. But That's where alligators live. Crocodiles they are not native to the United States. Crocodiles are native more to Africa and Australia and those kind of places.
Yeah.
So like you have to get them over here, let alone the fact that alligators will not live in Alaska. So like you have to bring both those. These two motherfuckers are like, let me bring my fucking like animals that do not belong in this fucking Arctic climate.
Douchebags.
It is an
They're
Arctic
douchebags.
climate. Arctic climate.
All right. Neighbors in the same apartment complex said they saw law enforcement arrive on the scene. Matt Strickland, a next-door neighbor, said multiple state troopers were present and searching for the missing reptiles. They go, and this, it's weird. It's a quote within a quote. So Matt Strickland says, they go, have you seen an alligator ran past here? And I go, you guys are kidding, right? Strickland said, describing the interaction he had with law enforcement who knocked on his door. He goes, no, I'm a state trooper. I wouldn't kid about something like that. It's a weird interaction to even include in this, especially considering the double speak of he said, she said kind of thing. But regardless, Strickland said he didn't see any exotic animals at any point of the night after living next door for a month. He never even knew they were there. Troopers on the scene and Tyler searched together to look for the reptiles. They located and rescued the alligator, but were unable to locate the crocodile and suspected died from the cold. They have not found it. There may be an Alaska crocodile breeding. Life finds a way.
Yeah.
There could be
100%.
isodials.
Crocodiles and alligators have been they're like literally like 100,000 years older than us.
Can't they hibernate?
I assume though they're
Couldn't
cold-blooded, right?
Couldn't it turn down its body?
Are they
functions?
are they
Yeah,
cold-blooded?
they're cold-blooded.
I feel like they would just be able to like sort of like iguanas, like freeze
turn off.
and
Turn
just
off.
be like and they'll like
Power down.
It's and
And
then it's
then, like in the spring, they're out there gardening, putting some turnips in the
Oh,
front yard,
you're
and all of a
fucked.
sudden, a crocodile that was a foot long is now 3 feet long. So it grew during hibernation.
Oh, yeah.
fucking busts through the lattices under their porch and eats them.
we are talking about a fucking
Leaves
awesome horror
leaves
movie.
a clutch of eggs. The
Awesome horror movie right
whole
here.
first movie is a crocodile in the spring in Alaska eating people. Ends. Eggs hatch.
You assume like
it's
oh,
critters.
That's the end of it.
It's
Yeah.
critters.
Yeah.
Eggs hatch at the end of every Critters movie. Oh, we killed all the critters. Last frame of every Critters movie. Eggs shaking.
Yeah.
Every Critters movie.
So
I'm not fucking kidding. Every Critters movie. Critters. Kill them. I think we killed them. Good. Credits.
Even the one
Egg
with
shake. Egg
even
shake.
the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
It's like KFC. We sold all the KFC buckets. One on the
eggs
counter.
shaking.
Shakes.
a fucking mystery bucket just shaking. Oh my god, we got it wet. It's a fucking Gremlins thing now. Oh, by the way, so
Yeah, those KFC buckets. Don't get them wet.
yeah.
KFC forgot to tell us that. Do not eat them after midnight. Do not get them wet, and do not bring them out in direct sunlight.
So my
Gremlins rules for KFC buckets.
My nephew, who like one of my sisters like is a big fan of like horror movies and all that kind of stuff, and she's been trying to like show my nephew, her son, who is I don't know.
That's how that works.
Probably 12, 13 now, like whatever, like a bunch of like horror movies and stuff. And actually, I was like she's like little like legit being like you can watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like
I let my daughter watch all the Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
It's way before 12.
No. So, like, dude, I watched those when I was 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, same.
So
Same with my daughter.
sister's like, that's fine.
She asked, and I was like, "Yep, here you go."
But like a movie they've seen before that they just like they rewatched during Christmas was Gremlins, and like so it's been a little while since they've seen it, and he was like, why don't the Gremlins multiply in snow? Because they're running through the snow, and that's water. And they're supposed
Frozen water, frozen.
No, I love the fact that like
They do that?
I've never thought about,
Nope,
but
me either.
it took like a 12-year-old to like be like, you know what, this doesn't make any sense.
But
like,
they do that in Gremlins
you know what?
too, where they're
Yeah.
like, "What if they were on a plane and they crossed the time zone?
Yeah.
What if one of them had a caraway seed stuck in his tooth?" Like they do break down the rules in
like,
two.
fuck, it doesn't matter. Yeah. No, but like
We
it's-
need
yeah.
a Gremlins 3 that is set at Christmas and is more serious than 2, but less serious than 1.
Yes.
I want a middle
By the way,
ground.
it doesn't take much to get more serious than 2.
Yeah,
I love like anybody watch the
But
Key
I want
everybody
Krampus
watch the
level
Key and Peele
serious.
skit. Everybody like look up on YouTube right now if you've not seen it. Look up Key and Peele Gremlins 2. It's one of the best fucking skits they've ever done.
Yeah,
So-
I want like a Krampus style, which is honestly Krampus is the same tonality as Gremlins 1.
Yes.
I kind of want that again, but maybe just a little sillier, just a little, because Gremlins 2 did work with silliness.
It
worked.
but it was also
worked.
just, it was ridiculous though.
Oh, bad, ridiculous.
Which again, watch like I mean, amazing, especially watching it with that lens of being like, this is so fucking dumb. Like
when that jazz
next
music
time-
plays, when the sexy one appears, like
with the big lips and shit.
and she's like,
Oh my god,
showing off her titties.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm like, I'd fuck that gremlin, dude. Like, when I was like 14, I was watching that movie.
What was-
I'd fuck that gremlin.
What was with jazz music in the late 80s, early 90s? Like I told you before we were recording, my wife and I have been watching as comfort food old sitcom holiday episodes.
Yep.
The transition scenes from like them going into like the garage to like the next scene where the wife walks in the kitchen was always like
Saxophone, all saxophone.
on a saxophone.
All
it was
saxophone.
Every fuck. It was all sitcoms. It
was all Kenny G
all
shit.
of them. It was
All
like
Kenny
a
G
Kenny G
bullshit.
like
Yeah.
as they like walked into the kitchen. I'm like, what is happening? Why is it jazz?
We don't have this nowadays. Yeah.
But also, it was like jazz maybe was dying at that point. It was used as muzak. Rap
true, yeah,
is
yeah.
dying now. Rock already died. So can modern sitcoms have a transition where like,
motherfucker, motherfucker,
or like, like little guitar riffs
especially like 80s hair metal and stuff like
as they walk from room to room. Yeah.
like, wow, motherfucker, yeah, this is what we do. And they're just like, feel like, din, 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 din.
Yeah, the son says something really sad at Christmas dinner, and then the transition scenes to the
Fucking
opening
Great
gifts, and
White.
in between it's like, ball with the ball, the ball, the ball, ball.
and like a tear dripping from his fucking eye.
Oh, you barely tasted your corn brand eggnog.
Oh man! All right, so that
was it. Oh, there was one last little tidbit to the story. Ricky Lowe is also charged with a DUI and child endangerment because his brother, when he called the police and said he threw my animal in the snow, said he left in an anger with his kid while drunk and drove away.
Okay.
So there's some extra charges here. When all is said and done, I hope the crocodile's alive, and I hope we get a good horror movie out of the story.
Same here. Yep. So I think we got one more story that you brought to the table.
I did not bring this story to the table.
Vandalism.
Oh, we're doing that one?
Yeah, no, fentanyl dolphins, I think, requires a little bit more attention.
It's more Christmas.
Yeah. So, and also, I just feel like it requires a little more attention. I'm gonna move that one to next week.
That's fine. And this story hits home for me. So
This one is like a little quicker.
This one hits
I think
home.
this one's a little quicker. So
City of Bend to Vandal. Stop putting googly eyes on statues.
it's Bend, Oregon, right?
Portland, Oregon, the city of Bend is asking for the vandal who has been putting googly eyes on statues around town to stop.
First of all, just look this story up and see, like, no, don't stop. I don't give a shit. They were like, what do they say? Like, to date, it cost $1,500 for them to remove these googly eyes so they could do it carefully. Fuck you. That's fine. The amount of money you spend on so much stupid shit, $1,500 to remove. First of all, don't remove them. I looked at the fucking the pictures.
They make
Look
the
at-
art
look 'em
better.
up.
They make
Look
the
'em
art
up.
better.
Look them up. It is amazing. Whoever is doing this.
So
I would say just that you are as important as the person who killed the United Healthcare CEO. Like, you are just as important. This is as important of a crime as doing that. Please continue putting googly eyes on. Like, I mean, not stupid art. It's great art. It's amazing. But like, please.
But the city
Okay,
says it
I know.
has cost the city over $1,500.
I told you, that's nothing. That's nothing.
I
The
know.
amount of money they spend on dumb shit. Oh my God, $1,500. Like, come on, that's nothing. First of all, don't remove them. Leave the fucking googly eyes there.
That way you won't have to do it twice.
Exactly. Don't leave. Just fucking leave them there.
So I have a lot of googly eyes at home because I bought. I realized the dollar store around us sells for 99 cents packs of the big ones,
Like a
the
bazillion
ones that
googly
are
eyes?
bigger than your eye.
Yeah, yeah.
And then another pack.
These,
that
by
has
the way,
like
these
100 small ones.
these are like 1 foot high. Googly
These are
eyes.
big ones.
Like, these people like made like they had to go like get.
But now I
specially
want
made,
to.
yeah.
I want to go to like the giant naked man statue in Barrie.
Yes. Oh my God. Right.
I've got the ones the size for him. All I need to do is get up high enough to slap him on and then leave.
Dude, you do that like fucking like 2 a.m. Nobody's gonna catch you.
We should do that when you come to Barrie.
I will absolutely get arrested.
You
for
get off. You get off the bus in the center of town. I'll meet you in the center of town.
Let's do it.
You might. I'm just saying it because I might need like a hand.
And by the
up.
way, we're not saying we're gonna do this. So if it happens, it isn't us. But honestly, yeah, let's do that.
I might need a hand up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We need to,
If we bring a ladder, it's going to look
need some-
weird, but two
yeah.
people just doing a quick quick hand up,
We need some-
weird, but two
yeah.
people just doing a quick hand up, you can fucking
I think
bolt.
the only way to do it is like if you need a ladder, you have to do it like 2 a.m. But
I'd
like,
say maybe
essentially just like you're gonna do like tagging. But
Yeah.
like instead of that, we're just doing googly eyes on the face, and then fucking oh my god, googly eye right on the tip of the dick too. He's fucking,
Does he have a dick?
He doesn't have a dick. No.
Oh. Can we give him
But
a dick?
where it would
Wait,
be?
we can give him a suction cup dick and googly eyes.
Yes.
Paint it gray so it blends in.
We
too.
both have extra
No.
suction cup dicks hanging around.
I got
Actually,
one.
I probably do.
I might have one that's already gray.
I think I already have one that has a fucking googly eye on the end of it.
we can get the speckled gray paint that looks like stone. Paint a
Oh my God, yes.
paint a suction cup dildo. Stick it to him. Slap 2 googly sign and fucking run.
Like right on the fucking balls.
That's
Or
where
the-
dick
or on
comes
the sides
from.
or like-
That's
like-
where dicks grow from. Balls.
Yeah. I just feel like it would be like, oh my god, yes, okay. Anyway,
So, yeah, I wanna do that.
we're planning our fucking heist
On air.
on air.
I mean, if we
you can't use it against us, you can't prove nothing, coppers.
Yeah, this is for parody uses only. If someone else decides to do this exact same thing that we're talking about,
Yeah.
we don't know them.
Well, I mean, really, what all we're doing is like we're just this is the copycat crime. We didn't do it. We just told people about this crime.
and someone's probably going to copy. Someone in town who listens to the show is probably going to copy us.
exactly. They're gonna do the thing we just tell.
And we didn't
would
tell them,
never,
hey,
ever do this kind of
Just
thing.
in case it happens and the police hear our show and then go, "Hey, did you tell people that?" No, don't do this.
Don't do
do this.
The Lost at Home podcast does not condone doing this unless you're us, in which case we'll definitely do it.
But we're not because we don't.
But we will
condone us
never
even
do
doing
that
it.
thing though.
Get lost.
Get lost.